The letter A. The first two words are now pretty clear, but still haven't gotten to the last word just yet. I think my overarching goal is to try to increase local tourism in Hyattsville, to try to make it a destination for people who live in the metropolitan area. I really feel like there are a lot of great things, great experiences in Hyattsville that if more people were aware, they would come and visit and spend their money here, to be quite honest. I am going to guess the letter O. Okay, that second word's not what I thought it was. Okay. I think some of my favorite things, one, diversity. I love the fact that, you know, just like the U.S., this is a melting pot. People of all different backgrounds, races come here together, socialize with one another. I also like the commitment to arts. I think there's something about it that makes it this kind of cool, hip, trendy place to live, hang out, and socialize. So I will guess the letter R. Well, between my day
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the regular council meeting of June the 8th. Thank you. Ms. Taylor,
Mayor Robert Crossland,
present.
Council President Joseph Solomon,
Present.
Council Vice President Kareem Redmond,
Here.
Councilmember Joanne Wazak,
Here.
Councilmember Greg Barnes,
Present.
Councilmember Danny Shibley,
Here.
Councilmember Emily Straub, Councilmember Gopi Dokai,
Here.
Councilmember Edward Haba, Councilmember Michelle Lee,
Present.
Councilmember Kelsey Nisbet.
President accounted for.
Mayor, you have quorum.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor. Okay, guys, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag together. I pledge
Allegiance
to the flag
To the flag
of the United
of the
States
United States
of America,
of America
and to the
and to the republic
Republic
for which
for which
it
it
for which it
stands,
stands,
one nation,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under God,
under God,
indivisible,
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 with
with
liberty.
liberty and justice
for all.
Okay, thank you. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and
I want
seconded. Wait a minute. Did you get that, Mr. Gronendine?
Yes.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Oh,
wait. I have to do the removal of item 10A, is it? Yes, 10A, letter to Board of Prince George's County Board of Education will be removed from the agenda.
Okay, council members.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor for that?
Aye.
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 Okay, the ayes have it. So we have to vote on the amended agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, good. Thank you. The ayes have it. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes, please?
I move the mayor and council approve the minutes of the following meetings: May 11th, 2026, FY27 budget public hearing minutes. Excuse me. May 11th, 2026 city council meeting minutes. May 26th, 2026 city council meeting minutes.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? The ayes have it. Public comment, Ms. Gunadine.
we will go to the attendees, and if you have a public comment, please use the raised hand feature now. You will have 2 minutes to make your comment. Please state your name and the ward that you live in. First, we have Chuck, Ward 3. You should be able to unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, council. I'll be brief and address these 3 questions to the council. In February of this year, a formal complaint was filed against the City of Hyattsville Police Department. To date, there has been no real investigative action in terms of Officer Willett, badge number 306. The officer the complaint was filed against. Question 1, what is the status of the investigation of Officer Willett? Question 2, Colonel Towers has initiated an investigation of unknown origin in regard to me via Officer Valco, Caucasian male, badge number 260. I would like the full information on this mystery investigation. Question number 3, how many current complaints has the City of Hyattsville Police Department had filed against it in FY 2025? How many are currently still under investigation? What is the mean time for investigative complaints to be closed out? I will put a deadline of 6/12, that's Friday of this week at 5 p.m. for answers to these questions before I decide to move forward with other actions. I thank the council for taking my questions tonight.
Next, we have Dan Barrand. Dan, you should be able to unmute yourself.
Thank you. I just wanted to thank both the Chris's at Air Bicycle for doing so much to support better biking in our region, and thank the City of Hyattsville and Council, Mayor, and staff for recognizing them tonight for their longtime service to organizing the Hyattsville Bike to Work Day pit stop. Thank you.
Next, Chris Militello, you should be able to unmute yourself.
Are you there, Chris? There he is.
Good evening.
Mr. Grenadine, can you get Chris to unmute himself? There he is.
Chris, can you should be unmuted now.
Okay, I can hear you. Not sure if you can hear me.
We can hear you.
We can hear you now, Chris.
Just wanted. Okay. Thank you guys for 19 years with Going to Work Day. Thank you, City of Hyattsville. Thank you, Mayor, for that. Thank you, Councilmember Wazak and former Councilmember Dennis for always standing behind us and helping us out. And also big thank you to city staff for Sherry Everhart, who without her, Like to Work Day doesn't go off at all. I also just want to thank all the small businesses who participated with us.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Grenadine. Anyone else?
We'll go back to the attendees. If you'd like to make a comment, please use the raised hand feature now. Last call for public comment. Mr. Marshall, you should be able to unmute yourself.
Four. Once again, tonight you're going to address the proposed budget. And once again, I'm going to say that funding for the spot, funding for the folks affected by ICE, funding for the Hyattsville Volunteer Fire Department, and the thrown restrooms should all be removed from the budget and put back into the general fund. The tax rate is going to equal an increase once again, and that tax rate should be lowered as opposed to continuing to increase taxes year in, year out via constant yield. Additionally, you have an agenda item refunding bonds for UTC. Because I did not get a chance to look at any of this information until about 2 minutes before this meeting started, I don't really understand what that is. But if you are proposing to refund tax dollars to one particular area, I would like to know, one, why, and two, how come this was not divulged to the public before it's on the agenda as a first reading? I find that to be very suspect, and I try not to find the negative in what y'all do, but I find this to be very, very, very suspect. Thank you.
Mike Bonds, you should be able to unmute yourself.
Okay. Good evening, Mayor, Council, City staff, neighbors. I'm Mike Bonds, and I live in Ward 3. So on the subject of a budget, which I know is going to be discussed and likely passed tonight, I would like to say thanks to just so much good work that the city staff and everyone's done on that. I do know that there is still a bit of a deficit there, like 1.8 million, but maybe next year we can get all the way to balance because we've already got part of a way there compared to last year. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't think there are any tax increases because of the differences between assessments going up versus the actual rate going up, which is a whole different issue. And on a smaller note, I would also like to say thanks to the city for finally getting all of our meeting minutes caught up. I think this is the first time since I moved here late in 2023 that all of the minutes have actually been caught up and approved. So we're in a good spot. I want us to stay there if we can possibly do so. Once again, thanks for all the wonderful work. Also on the Bike to Work Day thing, also I'm glad you're recognizing Chris and Chris for their contributions there. And I think if it's possible within the city's budget to take that on as like a city initiative instead of it all being a strictly volunteer one, I think that would be a wonderful idea if we can fit it into the budget for future years. That's all I have. Thank you.
Back to the attendees. Last call for public comment. Please use the raised hand feature now. Seeing none, that concludes public comment.
Thank you, Mr. Grunendijk. Ms. Douglas, you are up.
Okay, thank you, Mayor, and good evening, everyone. I am going to share my screen. Whoa, what's that?
There it is.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay, good. Hold on. All right, still have it?
Yes, we have it.
All right, good. I'm going to get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with just the agenda. So this is what we're going to discuss tonight. There's a little over 20 slides, but it'll go fairly quickly. I want to start with one of the biggest things. Oops, am I? Okay, hold on. I'm going to try this again. Well, let me see. Is this showing slideshow? I hear someone at my door saying it's not the slideshow one. Are you seeing slideshow or are you seeing the two?
We're
Hold on.
seeing a slideshow, but it's just showing us the preview of the next slide as well. But
Oh, got you. Oh, thanks,
fine.
thanks, Nate. So it's just showing you. I'm going to just keep going just to get through it quicker. I'm not sure. I must have clicked the wrong one. Thank you, though. Okay, so let me just say, Leslie Riddle is leaving us. I think most of you know that. It's bittersweet for us. She started off thinking that she was ready to retire, and as you know, she works very actively with MML, and so once people heard that, she had all kinds of people coming her way. She has decided to go spend some time with Westminster for a couple years. I'm not sure how long she'll stay there, at least a year. So we'll see what happens there. But I just want to acknowledge some of the tremendous work that Leslie's done over her 13 plus years here with the city of Hyattsville. I think almost everyone in every community has met with her, knows her, knows of the work that she's done in our parks, our playgrounds, our trails, our 2 food forests. We're the first to have that. Our outdoor fitness center, we're the first to have that. The many trees that she's planted, the many projects and programs, $1 million worth of projects and programs and grants that she's brought in. So we're really going to miss her, but we do wish her the best. And the good news is she's going to stay around with us for a few hours a month, just to make sure that any of the projects that she started working on, that those projects continue. Okay, and then this one was a surprise to us. This is Aaron Jones. Many of you know him. Aaron Jones has been with us for quite some time. Aaron is the current chief of operations and also the head maintenance mechanic. We just happen to be fortunate in that in addition to his leadership skills, he is also a very trained and seasoned mechanic. But in saying that, he's also in high demand. We have had a very difficult time finding mechanics because the vehicles are just so much more complex now than, it's no longer just about changing oils and carburetors. There's all kinds of electric components behind everything. And so we've been very fortunate that we have been able to have Aaron train some of our employees and work on our vehicles so that we don't have to take as many for general maintenance and repair. We have not had to take them out of the facility and outsource those. We were able to use Aaron's skill and knowledge. We are really going to miss him, but he did find a job that's closer to home, and he has been with us for 14 years. So we also wish Aaron Jones the absolute best. All right, we've got some new businesses. Many of you may have already checked in on those. Primark opened a couple weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago. That's at the mall at Prince George's. Nothing Bundt Cakes. I don't know if anyone is familiar with that, but that is a great bakery. So that is in the mall at Prince George's. And DeNova Consignment Shop just opened next week. So we're excited about that. That's right there on Baltimore Avenue across from Will's Decorating. And of course, Aero Bikes. Oops, okay, went a little too fast there. Okay, we've had a bunch of ward and community check-ins. I listed a few here. That's Leslie and Allie on the left meeting with the residents of Kennedy Street. We have had a lot of challenges there. They've been working for a couple years, have brought in over $500,000 in grant funding to try to fix the stormwater challenges on Kennedy Street, where the water kind of gathers at the midpoint and has really impacted homes and a lot of damage to basements and flooding and so forth. So we've got a great design. We've been meeting with the residents out there, and so this was one of the last meetings that Leslie will attend. So I just kind of snapped this picture just to show, the amount of appreciation that the residents out there had for Leslie and Allie and the work that they're doing out there. And then we had Ward 3 that had pupusas in the park. I missed that event. That was on Thursday evening, and Leslie, of course, attended that as well and talked a little bit about DPW projects. A great turnout and a lot of good information was exchanged. And then Ward 1 had a trolley trail cleanup and check-in over chai. Another great attendance there, great turnout there, and a lot of good work being done. Okay, Coffee with a Cop. That was this past Thursday, a week and a half ago at the 7-Eleven. These are important because we want our police officers to get out there in the community. We want them to interact, engage, and build relationships. That's what community policing is all about. And so we love having these, and we love it when the residents stop in and talk and just get an opportunity to hear from our police officers, and hear a little bit about their background. 7-Eleven is one of our newer stores that has opened recently. And police have also been real active in the schools. They had the DARE graduation at Hyattsville Elementary, and then they had a career day as well. We had a community meeting with some of our faith leaders. This is another very important opportunity. Most of our department heads and some of our staff attended that meeting with some of our faith leaders. We want to start doing this a little more often. Our faith leaders bring a lot to the table, particularly with our vulnerable communities and populations, and they're very active with in some of the social services realms, and they have a lot of good contacts. So very important for us to be able to engage with them, to be able to hear what they can do for our residents, how we can support them, and how we can all work together. So this is going to be something that's recurring that we're going to continue doing with regularity. I thank Sandra and Marcy for pulling this together, and all of the department heads, Shakira, Francis, many of the people that attended. Our chief of police was there, as well as Jeff and Renee. So it was just a really good turnout. I'm excited about this one. This is the Golden Voices of Hyattsville. They just started this. This is another great initiative from the community services team, where they're bringing some of our seniors together, interviewing them. These people who are participating are so excited to tell a little bit about their story and what they've done and what they've accomplished. And so this is going to be a really nice compilation of stories of our residents. So I'm excited about this. Stay tuned. And if you're interested in telling your story, please give us a call or go on the website and sign up, because we'd love to hear from our seniors who have been there and done that. Okay. Hey, Sandra, you on?
Good evening. Yes, ma'am, I am. This is just a highlight of a recap of the leadership program that is the pipeline to the Youth Advisory Council. We had around 32 youth who participated, and out of those 32, 16 applied. And we had our interviews on May 28th, and the YAC members for this cohort has been selected and will be swearing in on the 12th. I want to take the time to thank all those who volunteer and do an interviews to our 16 candidates. Yeah, they're doing wonderful work, and we hope to see you guys on Thursday.
Yeah, exciting.
And for this is the 2026-27 Hyattsville Education Pathway Scholarship recipients. This is the 10 new recipients that received their scholarship awards.
Yeah, we congratulate them. This is we're proud of them. If you had an opportunity to read some of what they're going to be doing next, they have some varying career fields that they're entering: civil engineer, accounting, business management, psychology. Yeah, so it's pretty exciting. Biology. All right, here's some of our upcoming events. I think I'm going to talk a little. Yep, this is upcoming events. So we've got some ribbon cuttings and a groundbreaking and some road work. So Canvas Garage, that's going to be this Wednesday at 3:30. We are finally opening that garage. That's on Route 1. The groundbreaking is going to be in conjunction with Trolley Trail Day. That's on Saturday, June 13th at 10:30, right in front of the Community Business Economic Development Table. And then Ager Road and Nicholson Street, the light there has finally been finished. This has been a long process, so we're looking for a date, and so stay tuned for that. We'll go out there and have a ribbon cutting and just celebrate some of the safety measures out there out on Ager Road in Nicholson. And then you can see some of the other things that have been done. Trolley trail painting is done. We've got the new speed humps out there on Lancer and Longfellow, made some other repairs to Lancer, and then Toledo Toledo Road updated the 15-minute parking signage. So Department of Public Works, despite a lot of changes over there, they're really busy and keeping up with what's going on in the community. Hyattsville Police Department had a torch run. Chief, I know that you were out today, so I'm going to read this, but if I miss anything, please jump in, please.
Will do.
Okay, this is the torch run. You could see that we had a lot of participation this year. The torch run is part of the Special Olympics. And this is an annual event that our law enforcement officers participate in, but there are officers all across the state of Maryland that participate in this. And they raise awareness and promote inclusion with not only with intellectual disabilities, but also with for athletes with physical disabilities. So we're really proud of their participation and how active our department is in the torch run. And you can see our former chief right there on the far left in that picture, former Chief Doug Holland. All right, a few more upcoming events. We've got Juneteenth Summer Jam. This is the first Summer Jam of the season. That's going to be on the 12th. We've got Trolley Trail Day. Again, I mentioned that on Saturday. Shakespeare in the Park, that's coming back. That's Park and Planning that does that. They'll do that on Sunday the 14th. Most of the council members and some of the staff will be at Maryland Municipal League in Ocean City from 14 through 17. That's an opportunity to interact with other elected officials and staff members, hear about updated policies, and just get an opportunity to be educated on new things. And then, of course, Summer Nights is something that the county is hosting. That's going to be on Tuesday nights. They've already had one on June 2nd. And so there will be another one on July 7th and August 4th. And that is hosted by the county at the mall at Prince George's. And some upcoming events. So the FIFA World Cup, summer soccer kickoff watch parties are ongoing. And many of you may have seen some of the flyers, but I just want to highlight this. This is, a once in a lifetime opportunity here, once every 4 years, I guess, opportunity. So Saturday, June 27th, that's the one that's going to be hosted by Park and Planning. That's going to be in Hyattsville Park on the 1st through the 9th. And you can see that's England versus Panama and Colombia versus Portugal. And then there'll be some watch parties at some of the restaurants here in the area. I think Councilmember Shibley has been leading the effort to get that going with Streetcar 82 and Franklin's. So we've got U.S. versus Paraguay. You can see the flyer, so I won't read all of them, but please come out and support those. It'll be a good time to watch the excitement with your neighbors. Okay, and there's a Prince George's County Youth Town Hall. That's going to be hosted right here at our building, but this is hosted by Prince George's County. It's where all the youth come together and they just talk about events and their shared life experiences and some of the challenges and make recommendations for the future, not only for our community, but for the county at large. So happy that our Youth Advisory Council is going to be supporting that effort. And I'm going to close with some of the committee meetings. We've got a bunch of committee meetings. I'm just going to highlight the names. You can look for the dates, but I want everyone to just kind of know what's coming up. So we've got the Environment Committee, Police and Public Safety Committee, Education Advisory Committee, Ethics Commission meeting, Planning Committee meeting, Educational Facilities Committee meeting, Race and Equity Task Force, Health, Wellness, Recreation and Advisory, and Age-Friendly Work Group meeting. We have a lot of committees doing some really great work in this city. We also have some weekly offerings. Zumba class is on Monday and Wednesdays. Hyattsville is home art class, seated exercise class for our older adults, and digital literacy. Most of you recall that we are not coming back for another council meeting until mid-July, I think it's July 13th. Nate will correct me if I'm wrong. So I do want to just remind you that on Friday, June 19th, that the city offices will be closed in recognition of Juneteenth. And a few more upcoming events. We've got Thursday, the 11th, we've got Older Adult Working Group, Care Partner Support Group. Remember I mentioned the Juneteenth Summer Jam, Trolley Trail Day, the Spot Groundbreaking, I mentioned all those, Shakespeare Lunch and Learn Workshop. It's coming up. Fresh Produce Distribution, we will still have that. That's on Tuesday, June 16th. Got another CERT meeting, Wednesday the 17th, and invasive vine removal. And Ward 4 is having a community meeting, Gather and Grill on Jamestown Road. Seniors on the Go, Aging and Wellness Barbecue. That's on June 23rd. One on Jamestown Road, I think, is Saturday, the June 20th from 10 to 1 p.m. The seniors are going to take a trip to the Smithsonian Institute. That will be on Thursday, June 25th. Narcan training on June 25th. Care Partner Support Group. Meadow Day. And Summer Watch Party that I mentioned earlier. All right. And I'm going to close with some birthdays. We've got Leslie Riddle's birthday that just passed. Suzanne Ludlow, who works with administration, is on June 12th. And two of our council members have birthdays this month. Kareem Redmond is on June 18th, and Greg Barnes is on June 26th. I believe that is my last slide. I'm going to stop sharing and take any questions that you may have for me.
Thank you. Colleagues, any questions? Ms. Lee?
Hello, good evening.
Hi.
Sorry, let me take these out. I apologize for that.
You have an echo.
Okay. Can y'all come back to me? Sorry.
Yeah. Colleagues, anyone else got a comment or question they'd like to ask while she's getting it together?
My hand up.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Solomon.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you to my council colleagues and the members of their community who showed up. It's been a busy season of meetings as well. I know we highlighted those, but the Ward 3, I think Ward 3, Ward 2, every ward but Ward 4 has met already, but they have theirs coming up. But they've been great, well attended, and I think the community is energized and really supportive of everything that's going on now. So thank you for your hard work, colleagues.
Good. Ms. Lee, you ready?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I wanted to highlight, so yes, Ward 4 will be having our check-in on June 20th on Jamestown Road, but I also want to highlight that we're having a check-in and we're learning about other things going on, but it is also in partnership with the Department of Public Works to discuss the Jamestown Road Improvement Project. So please, please come out, come see the plans. We're going to have two tours, 10:30 and then 11:45 for you to walk through and see. And please, come through and discuss with DPW what you think and what you see, because it's important, because although you may not live on Jamestown, all of our streets intersect with Jamestown, and we all, for the most part, drive through there. So please come out. So thank you.
Good. Thank you for clarifying that. We'll, yeah.
Thank you.
We'll be there.
So thank you, Ms. Lee. Anyone else have a comment or a question? Okay, seeing none. Mr. Vice President Redmond, would you be kind enough to do proclamations, please?
Yes. Let us. Proclamations. 7A. LGBTQIA+ Pride Month Proclamation. I move the mayor and council adopt a proclamation recognizing June as Pride Month in the city of Hyattsville. 7B. Caribbean American Heritage Month Proclamation. I move the mayor and council adopt a proclamation recognizing June as Caribbean American Heritage Month in the city of Hyattsville. 7C. Immigrant Heritage Month Proclamation. I move the mayor and council adopt a proclamation recognizing June as Immigrant Heritage Month in the city of Hyattsville. 7D. Juneteenth Proclamation. I move the mayor and council adopt a proclamation recognizing June 19th as Juneteenth in the city of Hyattsville. 7E. Aero Bicycle in support of Bike to Work Day Proclamation. I move the mayor and council adopt a proclamation honoring Aero Bicycle owners Chris Militello and Chris Davison for their 19 years of commitment in supporting Bike to Work Day in the city of Hyattsville. 7F, proclamation honoring Leslie Riddle. I move the mayor and council adopt the proclamation honoring the distinguished career of Leslie Riddle and her 13 years of service to the city of Hyattsville as Director of Public Works.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Abstentions? The ayes have it. Mr. Vice President, would you do the appointments too, please?
Yes, sir. 8A, appointment to the Hyattsville Environment Committee. I move the mayor and council approve the appointment of Dr. Jimmy McClellan to the Hyattsville Environment Committee for a term of 2 years to end on June 8, 2028. 8B, appointments to the Compensation Review Committee. I move the mayor, with council approval, appoint Aaron Payne, Ward 1, Michael Horlet, Ward 2, Kara Brooks, Ward 3, Thomas Wright, Ward 3, Dr. Jimmy McClellan, Ward 4, Ramel Sandina, Ward 5, and April Willis, Ward 5, to the Compensation Review Committee.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Abstentions? Seeing none, the ayes have it. Mr. President, council consent items, I'm sorry.
Yep. Consent items 9A, FY26 CIP budget amendment, accept FY25 BJA Bulletproof Vest Partnership Program Grant Award. I move the mayor and council amend the FY26 capital improvements plan budget to accept and appropriate the FY25 BJA Bulletproof Vest Partnership Grant Award in the amount of $23,806.92 for the purchase of body armor vest for Hyattsville Police Department officers. Nine B. Sorry, I was consent. 9B. Street sweeper memorandum of understanding, City of Mount Rainier. I move that the mayor and council authorize the city administrator to execute a memorandum of understanding with the City of Mount Rainier for the City of Hyattsville to offer street sweeping services on a requested basis. Daily services will be charged to the City of Mount Rainier at $850 per day. 9C, disbursement of Ward 1 discretionary funds. I move the mayor and council approve the disbursement of $190.59 for FY26 Ward 1 discretionary funds to Councilmember Joanne Wazak as reimbursement for refreshments purchased for the Ward 1 check-in on Saturday, June 6, 2026.
Is there a second? Moved and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the ayes have it. Action items, Mr. President.
Action items 10B. Hyattsville Resolution 2026-02, issuance of refunding bonds for the University Town Center Special Taxing District, UTC.
You get through the water first or what?
Yeah. I move that the mayor and council introduce Hyattsville Resolution 2026-02, authorizing the empowering pursuant to notice of a public hearing for the issuance of refunding bonds related to the University Town
Get
Center
it cleaned up and put a Band-Aid on it.
Oh, I think you're off mute, Councilmember Strada.
My apologies. We have a boo-boo over here.
Okay, no boo-boos here, okay. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Sutton.
Refunding bonds related to the University Town Center Special Taxing District in the city of Hyattsville in an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $12,500,000. Is that right? Yeah, $12,500,000 at an interest rate or rates not to exceed 8% per annum, and to refund or advance refund in whole or in part the outstanding City of Hyattsville Special Obligations Bond, University Town Center Project, Series 2016, and fund or pay other costs permitted within Resolution 2026-02. Additionally, Resolution 2026-02 provides that such refunding bonds and the interest thereon shall never constitute a general obligation debt of or a pledge of city's full faith and credit or taxing powers. Such refunding bonds shall be payable solely from special taxes levied on property within the University Town Center Special Taxing District in accordance with the existing rate and method identified in Resolution 2026-02. Resolution 2026-02 authorizes the mayor by executive order as permitted by the Special Taxing District to make certain approvals and determinations relating to any such refunding bonds and the documents relating thereto. The purpose of authorizing the refunding or advanced refunding of the 2016 special obligation bonds is to take advantage of lower market rates and lower debt service payments over time on outstanding bonds secured by special taxes levied in the University Town Center Special Taxing District. This will result in a reduction in the amount of special taxes paid by property owners in the district. First reading.
I'm so glad you read that, Mr. Solomon.
Yeah.
Mr. Howard, was that your second?
Yep.
Okay. There was a question during public comment asking to explain this. Ms. Douglas, is there someone going to be able to go through this for us?
Absolutely. Ron should be online and Ben should be there with him as well. And I think we've got several other members standing by. I think yeah, Ron, I'll turn it to you.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, good evening, members of council and community and colleagues. Yes, I do believe those questions were raised by Mr. Marshall. And as first of all, I want to thank Councilman Scheibler and other council members who have sent some questions. And hopefully the email that I sent was has some clarity and inclusive of all of the questions that were asked. And I think some of the background that the council president just read clarified some of these, but I'll just quickly restate them. So this is a refunding of the original par amount of $16,900,000 and some change for the FY 2016 special obligation bonds for the UTC. So again, as noted in the title, in the motion, this is for the purpose of the UTC and the ownership out there to take advantage of current market rates. This is just a first reading passage, or first reading of this, and the second reading passage and a public hearing, if you will. He asked a question about a public hearing. There will be a public hearing scheduled for this. I don't have that date. I think the clerk has already set that public hearing. So there will be a public hearing for this prior to the second reading passage, which is slated for, I do believe, July 13th. This particular debt obligation is not a debt obligation of the city. The city, with its tax exempt status, has the ability to issue tax exempt bonds on behalf of a third party. The city is just a conduit here. That's also noted in the title of the resolution and will be also noted in the final passage title of the second reading passage, and also in some of the covenant sections of the final passage ordinance. And so here, that's the quick recap. Thank you.
Ron, I think the specific ask was if there is any impact to Hyattsville taxpayers or any financial obligation. So I think that's just a one-liner. No.
No, there isn't.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Brooks. It's been moved and seconded. Are we ready for the question, Council? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, seeing none, the ayes have it. Mr. Solomon?
10C, Hyattsville Ordinance 2026-01. I move the mayor and council adopt Hyattsville Ordinance 2026-01, an ordinance adopting an annual budget for the fiscal year July 1, 2026 through June 30th, 2027, for the general purpose fixing the tax rates for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2026, authorizing collection of taxes herein levied, and appropriating funds for the fiscal year. Second reading and adoption.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Are we ready for the question? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Opposed?
Aye.
A little late, ayes, but is anyone opposed? Abstentions? Seeing none, the ayes have it. Mr. Solomon, discussion item?
Discussion item, retirement health benefits.
Ms. Douglas, who's going to take that for us?
I believe Jay is online to take that. He has a few slides that he'll go through to just remind everyone where we landed on this issue.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I am happy to present our final recommendations for retiree health benefits. I'm here with the HR team, and we will share our screen, and we can. So, okay, let's see, set it to. I want to start by thanking the Treasurer Brooks, City Administrator Douglas, and the work group, along with my HR team, in putting together final recommendations that we think make sense and honor our commitments. What we are asking the council to approve is a recommendation that fully protects all of the current employees and retirees while establishing a sustainable benefit for future workforce. So under two pillars, we have to protect our current commitments, which would grandfather all current employees and retirees. Current retiree contributions will not change. The city continues to contribute up to 70% toward retiree and eligible spouse and dependents, and Medicare coverage would be unaffected. The second pillar would, effective July 1st, 2026, the retiree health benefit would be closed to new hire employees. Employees hired on or after the date this benefit would not be offered, capping and ultimately eliminating the city's future liability. So a brief reminder of kind of the numbers we went through. We started the current where we are net annual city cost is approximately $384,000. The 5-year cost under our current plans would be over $3 million. And our projected savings under our recommendations over the next 5 years is about $450,000. So how we reach these recommendations? The recommendation is a product of the kind of data analysis that we wanted to make sure that we had after the open enrollment period closed. So we had a good guide of where we were with the current rates that we were being charged under our new premiums. Peer benchmarking, we continued to benchmark. Some municipalities changed retiree benefit coverage, and we wanted to make sure that we were capturing that data. And then worked on scenario modeling. So we wanted to make sure that we presented different scenarios and what would make sense both equitably and fiscally. And then, of course, engaging the council and seeking feedback from current employees and retirees, as well as the community. So with doing that, we focused on our guiding principles of honoring our commitments, internal equity, fiscal sustainability, and something that would be simple to administer so that there wouldn't be a lot of confusion. So the recommendation in a little bit more detail, under the grandfather provision, current retirees' contributions will not change. Current employees keep their existing benefit at retirement with no reductions. The city contributes up to 70% of the premium for retiree eligible spouse and dependent. Spouse, dependent, and Medicare coverage are unaffected. Pillar 2, closed new hires. So effective July 1st, 2026, the benefit will be closed to new hires. No impact to any current employees or retirees. And how this would also benefit is as we march toward retirement, anyone reaches Medicare eligible age, which is 65, and they are on the retiree plan. our premium is cut in half. So we're only charged half of the total premium for those individuals because this plan becomes secondary, Medicare becomes primary, and we are not billed for the prescription coverage because they, under the state plan, would have to enroll and are currently enrolled in Medicare Part D. So as our current retirees get closer to age 65 and convert, then our premium would go down. So through attrition, the premium would also have a realized savings. So who's affected and who is not? Current retirees are grandfathered. The contributions will not change. Existing benefits to spouse and dependent coverage will not change. Current employees, no change. Current eligibility and benefit terms are honored when they retire. And future hires, the benefits would be closed to future hires. Next. So the coordination, the three coordinations required, we've discussed kind of retirees accessing the employer-sponsored insurance. They must enroll in it. The city plan coordinates with the secondary payer. Annual coverage attestation. Each year, retirees sign an affidavit confirming any other health coverage available to them. So benefits are coordinated correctly. And beginning FY28 for retirees going forward, the city contribution is set to the lowest cost qualifying plan. A higher cost qualifying plan, they would pay the difference. I would stress here that we offer 3 different plans for retirees, and that is an HMO, an EPO, and a PPO. And the PPO is the highest option plan. For retirees under Medicare age, once they reach that, the HMO is not necessarily an option because our current HMO does not offer a Medicare package. When you're looking at the EPO and the PPO, the difference for individual retirees is under, I believe, 100. Right now, it's about $100 to $120 difference. So the difference between the two plans that they would have to pay is not significant. So the city is committed to managing retiree health care openly and responsibly. So we will continue with open report and annual report to the council after open enrollment has closed and the new premium rates have been sent. Clear communication, breaking it down through many vehicles, whether it be our online, our upcoming intranet, and of course, in-person meetings. And we will continue to benchmark through our My HR peer groups and of course, working with the city administrator network, we will continue to benchmark and do a periodic review of funding to ensure sustainability. So near-term savings begin FY28. The coordination of benefits and the lowest cost plan provisions start reducing the city cost. The long-term structural savings, closing the plan to new hire, fixes the covered population and winds the city's long-term retiree health liability down over time. Implementation. This would be council adoption. We would update, notify, and revise communication to staff. Benefits would be closed. We would have the annual review and open sessions for current and retirees to speak and voice their concerns if they were to come up. So requested action. That the city council approve the retiree health benefit recommendations, the grandfathering, the closing for new hires, and adopt the cost containment and transparency provisions. I thank you for allowing me the time to present, and I welcome any questions.
Can you stop sharing the screen, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Colleagues, questions?
We're getting closer and closer to that Knicks game.
Yeah, I was waiting for the late hand to pop up. I knew it always happens. And there it is.
I'll be real quick. I just want to say thank you to Councilmember Solomon and Councilmember Nisbet, as well as Jay and his team, for really putting in a lot of behind the scenes work to come up with, I think, a recommendation that the work group is really happy with, that we feel is going to move the needle and be fair to all of our staff and retirees. So again, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So we look forward to seeing this come back to us.
Yes, we'll be ready.
Okay, so right now we're going to council dialogue. So if there's any of you want to say anything to the public or staff, this is the time. Mr. Solomon.
All right. I just want to say thanks to everybody for a great budget season. Went a little smoother, I think, this year as we bring in more folks to help us out. And I think that the residents seem to be a little bit more satisfied. So, and I know that was a joint effort. I too want to thank the work groups. I think earlier on it's been a heavier lift for the finance and the recruitment work group, as they had some more involvement in the budget process. And I thank them for their additional hours that they've contributed on top of everything else that they're doing for the city and for their constituents. And I know that things will probably pick up over the summer for community matters and definitely for facilities and technologies as we bring on the new technology officer and open up 2 new facilities. So thanks everybody. This is, I think, the work that we're hired to do or elected to do, and I appreciate a smooth year.
Thank you, Mr. Solomon. We can almost get out of here by 8 o'clock if the next 2 speakers are short-winded. Go ahead, Mr. Redmond.
Thank you, sir. Short I can be. Everything the council president said. Thank you to staff for such a smooth budget season and cycle. Congratulations to all. The other thing is thank you to staff for all your support with the ward meetings. Yes, they've all been food themed. That was not intentional, but it seems like once we got a thing going, no one could stop it. But it got people out, so I'm happy we did it. And finally, just a thank you and shout out to my to the 3 newest members of council. This just completed their first year, so thank you for their engagement, ideas, energy, questions, perspective over the last year. It has been a pleasure. Look forward to seeing all of you, most of you, in MML next week. Thank you.
Mr. Solomon, can you take over? It sounds like my computer's about ready to die.
Okay, no problem. Councilmember Shipley, but thank you.
Yeah, I think I should be brief here. I don't think we'll have to worry about missing any of this basketball game tonight. I'm excited about that myself. And actually, my topic is sports related. I just wanted to invite everyone that is getting this message, council, staff, community, to the 3 U.S. men national team games that will be starting this Friday, 9 p.m. at Streetcar 82. I've got a big sheet cake, enough to feed a lot of people. It's got the U.S. men national team logo on it from Mi Puebla Bakery. And there's going to be a food truck, and we've got a big screen, projector. Everything is in order except hopefully the weather. Keep your fingers crossed. We may have some rain. We may need to mix things up a little bit if it's going to be a heavy downpour, but it's still days off. Who knows what will happen? Hopefully we get good weather, and hopefully I see many of you in attendance. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? From any other council members? Mayor Carlson, you still there? You wanna close out, or we're good to go?
Oh, I had a question. I wanted to say something.
Ms. Lee has a comment.
Yes, I wanted to shout out all the council members who have had their ward check-ins. They have been great, very informative, and I have enjoyed myself coming out to meet your residents. And I also want to encourage everyone to come out to the Juneteenth event on June 12th at Driscoll Park. I keep saying January every day, so it's June 12th at Driscoll Park. There's going to be a lot of vendors and a lot of activities, so please come out and participate. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And then also for Ward 4, please come out June 20th to the Jamestown Road Gathering Grill. It's going to be a great time. I won't see you all before then, but if you see me in the community, please stop me if you have any questions. And I think you all should be getting some more information soon. Thank you.
Thank you. So with that said, can I get a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
Second.
Did you get that, Mr. Brunendine?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm sure there are.
Aye.
Oh, anyone else? All right, thank you. No abstentions and no objections. Good night, everybody, and good night, Hyattsville.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. All right, good. I'm going to get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with just the agenda. So this is what we're going to discuss tonight. There's a little over 20 slides, but it'll go fairly quickly. I want to start with one of the biggest things up, and one of the biggest things. Oops, am I? Okay, hold on. I'm going to try this again. Well, let me see. Is this showing slideshow? I hear someone at my door saying it's not the slideshow one. Are you seeing slideshow or are you seeing the two?
We're
Hold on.
seeing slideshow, but it's just showing us the preview of the next slide as well. But
Oh, got you. Oh, thanks.
fine.
Thanks, Nate. So it's just showing you. I'm going to just keep going just to get through it quicker. I'm not sure. I must have clicked the wrong one. Thank you, though. Okay, so let me just say, Leslie Riddle is leaving us. I think most of you know that. It's bittersweet for us. She started off thinking that she was ready to retire, and as you know, she works very actively with MML, and so once people heard that, she had all kinds of people coming her way. She has decided to go spend some time with Westminster for a couple years. I'm not sure how long she'll stay there, at least a year. So we'll see what happens there. But I just want to acknowledge some of the tremendous work that Leslie's done over her 13 plus years here with the city of Hyattsville. I think almost everyone in every community has met with her, knows her, knows of the work that she's done in our parks, our playgrounds, our trails, our 2 food forests. We're the first to have that. Our outdoor fitness center, we're the first to have that. The many trees that she's planted, the many projects and programs, $1 million worth of projects and programs and grants that she's brought in. So we're really going to miss her, but we do wish her the best. And the good news is she's going to stay around with us for a few hours a month, just to make sure that any of the projects that she started working on, that those projects continue. Okay, and then this one was a surprise to us. This is Aaron Jones. Many of you know him. Aaron Jones has been with us for quite some time. Aaron is the current Chief of Operations and also the head maintenance mechanic. We just happen to be fortunate in that in addition to his leadership skills, he is also a very trained and seasoned mechanic. But in saying that, he's also in high demand. We have had a very difficult time finding mechanics because the vehicles are just so much more complex now than, it's no longer just about changing oils and carburetors. There's all kinds of electric components behind everything. And so we've been very fortunate that we have been able to have Aaron train some of our employees and work on our vehicles so that we don't have to take as many for general maintenance and repair. We have not had to take them out of the facility and outsource those. We were able to use Aaron's skill and knowledge. We are really going to miss him, but he did find a job that's closer to home, and he has been with us for 14 years. So we also wish Aaron Jones the absolute best. All right, we've got some new businesses. Many of you may have already checked in on those. Primark opened a couple weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago. That's at the mall at Prince George's. Nothing Bundt Cakes. I don't know if anyone is familiar with that, but that is a great bakery. So that is in the mall at Prince George's. And DeNova Consignment Shop just opened next week. So we're excited about that. That's right there on Baltimore Avenue across from Will's Decorating. And of course, Aero Bikes. Oops, okay, went a little too fast there. Okay, we've had a bunch of ward and community check-ins. I listed a few here. That's Leslie and Allie on the left meeting with the residents of Kennedy Street. We have had a lot of challenges there. They've been working for a couple years, have brought in over $500,000 in grant funding to try to fix the stormwater challenges on Kennedy Street, where the water kind of gathers at the midpoint and has really impacted homes and a lot of damage to basements and flooding and so forth. So we've got a great design. We've been meeting with the residents out there. And so this was one of the last meetings that Leslie will attend. So I just kind of snapped this picture just to show, the amount of appreciation that the residents out there had for